Dominic Gonzalez, 223, 14:02:45 p.m. I left off my, I just did a 2-segment rant. My first one's talking about Christ and maternal leadership. The second one's talking about history and fascism, communism, oppressive governments that are aligned with Republicans. And the speech that I made was the Lions Rotarian of December for my high school in 1989. I had to make a speech, and I was talking about politics and the corruptness of our politics that unionizes with these corrupt governments. And then, joining the Marine Corps and things that happened, during me being a Marine, when you see what happens politically, like Rwanda and things like that, and you have a little bit more knowledge than most people on certain situations, you realize it's not about right and wrong. It gets to be about if you can suppress information, you don't have information to make the right decision. And there was a big dissension with our troops against Clinton when I was a Marine. I remember it was a big no-no to even like Bill Clinton, dude. I mean, I was like the only one. I was like, oh my God. And I remember I was talking to another Marine. He's like, do not say Downey. You're like I was like the golden boy. I was meritorious corporal. They gave me my own office. I had all the accolades and all the awards and everything. I was that kid, you know what I mean? And then they're like, Dominic, you're the golden boy. You better not say you like Clinton or that's going to go away. You're screwed. And I'm like, I remember thinking about it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I got my own office. I gotta pick and choose my battles, and this is not the battle I have in the office. Everyone was just absolute and they started to be anti. It was a Republican movement within the military at that time, a big Republican movement. But then they used. I remember it was that "Don't Ask, Don't Tell." And they went nuts. They said then they found something that they can just say, "Oh, this now we." Actually have a real reason not to like him because we're against that and I cannot believe it. I remember there was this kid in Alpha Company and he had come out that he was gay, or somebody had said he was gay, and they put him in a ditch and he was digging. It was like Cool Hand Luke. He was digging all this mud and dirt out of a ditch, and I remember looking because I was on duty. I was meritorious corporal on duty. I remember walking outside and I said, "Marie, what are you doing?" And he said, I have to take all this dirt out and throw it out there. I said, well, who's your NCO? And I went and I talked to, it was a sergeant on duty. I said, why are you doing that to that Marine out there? I'm about to relieve him of his duty. They go, no, you're not. And he outranked me. And he's like, no, he's going to take that dirt and put it out there. He's gay. And I said, and then there was that big thing. And I remember looking at him and he says, well, you're not sympathizing with him, are you? And I said, well, he shouldn't be taking the dirt and putting it's a waste. At least have him do something that we need to be done in the Marine Corps. He's like, look, you are an H&S company and I'm an Alpha company. You worry about H&S company and Alpha. And he was a sergeant and I was a corporal. And I said, yes, sergeant, and that was it. That was the end of the conversation. Again, remember the Marine Corps is a dictatorship, man. He can have me out there digging dirt as a sergeant. He can do it, and I would do it too because I follow orders. I was a Marine, man. You have respect for your seniors. I did bring it off, and we had to come. But then I remember walking on. I'm like, oh my God, because I thought about my Uncle Augie was gay, and I loved my Uncle Augie. But my mom and the church said, don't talk to your Uncle Augie. He's bad. He's gay, and don't go near him. And I remember that conversation. I'm like, but he's nice to me. I love him. No, don't talk to your Uncle Augie. It's that kind of thing. It's that fear mechanism that's in the church. I'll never forget that. I remember seeing that kid, man, and I'm like, oh, man. To myself, I said, maybe I should have just relieved him. I would have got in trouble anyways, because I can't relieve him out of his duties if he's in another company, but I can as an NCO. But anyways, I was having this conversation in my head. But that was it's that kind of thing. But that was a reason to go after. There's so many incidents. My gosh, I could sit here for hours and talk and just dissect things, man. But that was a reason to go and unionize in the Republican faction in the military against Clinton. It's just a fact, man. As somebody